And a lot of the bigger names, they don't fight two fights.
It's like once a year or whatever.
Yeah, they fight once a year now because they know that UFC shit is selling them.
But the boxers still make a shit ton of money, man. Like,
yeah,
woo-wee.
Yeah, man, it's a lot.
Like no one really watches it or seems to care that much, but still,
it's like that old money.
Millions of dollars.
It's that old money. It's like baseball money.
Yeah.
And then you got all them big name promotions that's behind all that stuff most time. HBO, Showtime, whoever. Mm-hmm. They playing Michael Buffer and all those guys.
Let's get ready to
they get millions of dollars just to say that, man. Millions.
Yep.
For the 1,000 in attendance and the thousands at home watching online and in your living room.
Yeah. Let's get ready. Yeah. We probably can't even say it on this video.
Hell no, man.
Flag us.
What?
Michael Buffer show up at my house.
Yeah.
What did you say?
He gonna show up in his tux.
That's the only time I've ever seen him.
That's the only way you gonna recognize him. Did up with the moose in his hand, like with the mic in his hand.
What's up, people? We got J Cash Money and Drum here. We're talking about boxing right now. You might have just heard us saying a little something about it. The reason we want to talk about it, at least me personally, is because there's been a lot of attention on like Jake Paul and like Logan Paul. I guess they both fight, I think, but they're getting attention for these boxing matches and stuff, and
knocking folks out.
It.
That's what they're getting attention for. They knocking folks out.
Are they actually? See, I don't even really like know.
Jake Paul last fight, he knocked the dude out. It was, I don't even think it was 15 seconds.
But that's the weird thing, right? Jake Paul's not a boxer. Or Logan Paul, whoever. They're not boxers. You know?
I mean, he's probably boxed before. He probably just
he's been training for like what, maybe 2 years, and now he's on like TV making millions of dollars.
I mean, you getting the titles and stuff set up for you. I mean, you boxer.
It just seems like
you ain't gotta be Mike Tyson and somebody to be a boxer now. I mean, you get in one of them leagues like Top Rank or something, you can be, side par boxing. You might not be the big guy yet, right. But you in there.
It just seems like boxing has taken a departure from what it used to be as far as like taken seriously and like a legit sport, and like it's all just like a shit show now. It's like even like the Mike Tyson and Jones Jr. fight or whatever. I mean, that wasn't a real fight. Like that was an exhibition of two like 50-year-old dudes.
Yeah,
like,
it was something that people never would see before. They probably figured that, hey, we can sell it off of that, and they actually kind of look good to be at their age. I mean, there wasn't nothing else going on at the time either.
I get the appeal of watching these famous people fight each other. That's entertaining, but like that's not like what boxing I feel like traditionally is, right? You ask like Mickey from fucking Rocky, like, oh Rocky, you gotta. I mean, like he would not have a part. That's like pure boxing. This is not. This is not like boxing. This is just like let's put famous people in a ring and see what happens. Like.
I know a thing or two, Mickey.
I had no idea you were such a impressions person, man. The last episode you did DMX, and I was like, damn. Now you doing Rocky, Mick?
Yo, Adrian. I told Mick.
And even your boy Snoop Dogg, man. He's got Fight Club now.
Fight Club, yeah.
They just taken that name and it's like our name.
Of course, man. Trademark it. Ain't nobody else doing it. Let's make it happen.
So him and Triller have like partnered up or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
Maybe they'll like start doing like some celebrity box matches.
I mean, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be just a shit show, man.
Yeah, man. Let's just throw some folks in the ring and let them box.
Like I didn't watch the last Logan Paul thing, but I heard a lot about it. Right? They had like performances. They had like Justin Bieber performing. They had like Pete Davidson in the back of the arena doing interviews with the boxers, and it's just
why is Pete Davidson even there?
It's like a circus. It's not like a boxing event.
They're trying to create a culture of just backyard fights. I guess it's a fight.
It's just entertainment. I mean, it's just raw. It's just dumb.
Who you want to see get in a fight?
There's a movie called Idiocracy. And it's about in the future how everyone's just dumb in the future. I feel like we are headed in that direction.
Hey, we was there a couple years, back with, who in office. But
Yeah, you know, yeah.
I was convinced we was about to start watering plants with Gatorade.
Yeah, because it's got electrolytes and it's got what plants need and all that stuff.
It has more than water. It has electrolytes.
It's got what plants need. So yeah, we're at that point where it's just like you can put like the dumbest shit on TV and people are like, oh, let's watch that.
Yeah, of course.
Even like
they got no other choice, man.
Like if you take a step back and actually look at what's on TV, like Masked Singer and like
oh man, we was watching. My daughter loves Masked Singer,
but it's so like just
Tyrese is on there.
Take a step back and just look at it from like a very like objective point of view, and you go, this show is just garbage.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff that we do, especially with game shows and stuff, we take it from Asian cultures because this stuff has happened on like a whole lot of those.
And they're always wacky over there. Man.
Yeah, but they've had these kind of shows over there, or they've like transitioned it from there to England somewhere, and then we think, oh, that's so cool, let's do it too.
Yeah.
So we're usually behind on all the stuff. It's just something that all of a sudden people are fascinated with. And it's like, okay, let's see if you really know who this is singing under here. And most of the time you can kind of figure out who it is, especially if it's celebrities. Mm-hmm. Like one of those, like the Yeti on the last episode, there's Omarion. Like,
I don't.
Yeah. Nah. If y'all watch it, y'all know. But.
So, I would like to see Jake Paul get knocked out, though. Like, I would watch him pay for one if I knew he was going to get knocked out. Like, I don't even really know the dude. Or
if both of them could get knocked out, that'll be great.
Both the Paul brothers or whatever?
No, I'm talking about Mayweather and Jake Paul.
Oh, both knocked out.
Yeah, like they do one of those Apollo Creed and Rocky things where they like almost hit each other the same, and they really hit each other, and they just both fall out, and that can just be the end because I don't care who wins.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I wouldn't care who wins. Like. Knock each other out at the same time.
So would he still win the money he bets on himself if he gets knocked? If
it's a draw.
Knockout?
It's a draw.
So you just get your money back. You probably
don't
win.
I guess it's null and void. I guess if no one wins.
I'll tell you what needs to happen if you want to defeat Mayweather in something. Challenge him to
defeat him
like a reading contest.
I knew you was gonna. Hey Mayweather, hey man,
challenge him to a spelling bee if you really want to beat him. Man.
I hope you do watch us to find out this. But if you do, we apologize right now because we can't box. And
I don't know how someone can survive so long without being able to read that well.
Hey, like they say, money talks.
It's like he chose, like, you know what? I don't want to read.
Yeah.
You know? It's like
let me just punch some motherfuckers.
It's like one of them skills you have to like try to avoid. Like, I don't even want to. Miss me with all them words and stuff, man. Like,
you trying to make me? You trying to what?
Yeah. You have to actively try your best to not read to be able to not read.
Don't you read no bedtime stories then?
He makes some money, I guess. So good for him.
Hey, money talks, man. And if you ain't really got to be, what dotted line to sign on?
Right.
Okay.
What does all this say? I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, man.
Like, where do you want me to sign at?
I'm going to sue you later if I have to. I can pay somebody.
So, I guess maybe I've become a little spoiled, too, with, like, UFC and everything, man. It's such a different...
I was going to say, that's what's, like, watered down to boxing because UFC motherfuckers get knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm talking about... cold knocked out, and that's what everybody want to see.
It might be one of them things too, where like UFC is now the pinnacle of like fighting sports. So if you're a good boxer, maybe you're not even gonna want to like go into boxing. Maybe you're gonna want to like also train some ground game and then go to the UFC.
Yeah, get you, R.I.P. Kimbo Slice. He was a street fighter.
He was,
he got in there eventually.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's kind of if that's your thing though. If you want to fight on a regular basis, like that's the window to go because they got all kind of TV shows with MMA stuff,
and I guess that's an American thing too. Because I think like boxing's still big in certain cultures and parts of the world, like Spanish-speaking countries. I'm pretty sure they're all about
Mexico
boxing.
Still got some great boxers like Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, and I don't know, some European countries and stuff. I don't know, but. I feel like maybe the like downfall, the down trajectory of boxing may have all started with that Mayweather and freaking
Pacquiao.
No, fucking McGregor. That fight was.
That was
one of the first huge big fights that wasn't really like
a real fight.
Yeah,
because it was like how is this even possible?
Right.
But it was a show though, and that's what boxing used to be back in the day when they had like Muhammad Ali and all those. Before the fight actually happened, they had the press conferences and stuff. You know, had the stuff that led up to it. And they had like other little side interviews, and the fighters would be on the Tonight Show and all this. They don't do all that.
And they would actually talk shit about the other opponent.
Like how you feel about Holyfield there?
Yeah. Holyfield's going down. Yeah.
I mean, I think Holyfield's a great guy, and I just think I just need to bite his
head.
head.
Muhammad Ali, you're doing Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you know, I was just trying to mix it up, but you don't have that now with boxers, especially on like a regular basis. That oh man, you got this big pay-per-view event coming in a couple of months, and you don't even know who these guys is. I mean, you might see a press conference if you follow it a lot, but it's not so mainstream anymore. Where it's like, oh, check this out. This is what happened at the press conference. They had a boxing match. It happens a lot with UFC when they do the little face-off thing. Yeah. That's all for show anyway. Ain't nobody really fight.
No.
But back in the day, like when I think Riddick Bowe or something like bust up one of the other guys' press conference, and it was like, oh, these dudes want to fight for real. Right. And that's what boxing is. It's like, look, no, they coming to rip your head off.
I still feel like boxing has a chance. I mean, boxing is entertaining. There's just maybe too many like leagues and stuff, Like there needs to be some type of.
And that's what I mean. Is I don't think they're all on the same tier. Where it's like they gotta really come see this for like this. This is the best.
They need like an NFL style,
just one
boxing league,
one combined league where it's like, all right, whatever your weight class is, this is the best of the best. You ain't got to go, to this other league and try to get him out of contract.
I used to play fucking Fight Night a lot, dude. The boxing game for like PlayStation. That game was my shit. It had Muhammad Ali. You press like the left bumper and you could like do
all the little bob and weave thing.
So me and my buddies would play. We'd
be like this.
Yeah. And I don't guess any of my friends really fully like
learned how to do that.
So we would fight each other and I'd be doing this shit.
You'd be like moving back every time they swing. Like
exactly. Just kicking their ass.
Like you're fucking cheating. You got a cheat code in.
Like, and even I remember that game so good. Like between matches, you were able to like like press out all the cuts. And
like you could see yourself up, throw that Vaseline on.
You could see if you were hitting that, like left eye with a punch. The next between rounds, that I would be all
I gotta keep doing that.
Yeah, that shit was fun, man.
They don't even make boxing games no more.
Bring back Fight Night. That shit was good.
Fight Night definitely needs to come back now, especially because you got some of the exhibition fights coming up with like older fighters and stuff. You can kind of try to tie them into that. Maybe that's what they're gonna try to do.
Yeah.
If they try to bring it back. Don't bring back Fight Night. Bring back Def Jam Icon.
We've already talked about that. Yeah.
Still, bring that back.
For sure.
Tomorrow. On digital or something.
I guess I'm curious, what Triller and Snoop are going to do next, though, man.
Hey, maybe, like I said, it could be celebrity deathmatch type of thing.
That's where we're going, dude. I mean, eventually they're going to have monster trucks there. And it's going to be, like, explosions.
You see Snoop on the Big Show and stuff where they got all those little stunts and stuff where they're, hey, maybe Snoop know what's happening. He's like, look, let me talk to Triller about having some celebrity death matches. And he's just going to really go back to all of those MTV shows and be like, hey, this is who we need to try and match up. There's a blueprint already there. It's like, look, this is who people really want to see fight for real. Right.
So we'll see, man. We're headed towards Idiocracy, I feel like. So let's see what happens.
Whatever happened to that show? Does that still is it in
that was that shit? That was that Future movie with Everyone Got Dumb. Idiocracy. That's what that was.
Talking about Celebrity Deathmatch?
No, I'm talking about the movie Idiocracy, where like it's got what plants need, the electrolytes.
Oh yeah, the electrolytes.
That's what that shit is. That's Idiocracy. We're headed in that direction. We're just all going to be really dumb here in the future.
Yeah.
If
they don't let us out to play,
and it's going to be human evolution. I think we're going to be like we don't need knowledge. The knowledge is going to be fed to us when we need it. We're not going to need to be smart.
I think they almost really did say fake news in Idiocracy, where they were just like, that's not real. Like, they just watched the news like,
And the president was old boy
Terry Crews.
Yeah, he used to make his titties jump all the time.
Do all that. Oh yeah, fit.
Yeah, like the Apollo Creed, like coming to America. Like that whole shit. Yeah. As the president of the United States.
Man, it is hilariously stupid.
Yeah. It's just It's going to
The
be
guns. They had all the guns and stuff.
the future of America is going to be a cross between Idiocracy and Wall-E. We're going to all be some dumbass big.
But it's gonna be like after the apocalypse, I guess, or whatever, or the rapture.
Right, and then we're all going to be on one big spaceship.
Like Interplayer One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all going to live online virtually. We can all be fat slobs, but in our
we'll
like
have like our own little Winnebagos and stuff set up. It's gonna be a whole gaming system room.
Don't even need to go outside. We go to school on the virtual reality.
Hey, everything is delivered by unmanned drones now.
Go grocery shopping in virtual
Amazon.
Anyway, yeah.
It's happening, y'all.
Boy, oh boy.
Flying cars next.
Boxing is the going to be the downfall.
Y'all wanted it.
I want a flying car.
See,
please.
And you complain about everything else. This is what's gonna have to happen to get the flying cars. All right.
We're gonna have to go boxing.
It ain't really gotta fly. It ain't gotta fly. It can hover. It can just a little bit off the ground. So when you step out, it's kind of like, let's step
like hover cars.
Yeah, Star Wars shit.
Let us know, guys, what you think about hover cars or boxing or how dumb things are these days.
We can ask your significant other about how dumb stuff is and how we hate it.
We are, yeah. She hates a lot of stuff, and I love her for it. So I think we might have a special segment coming up here.
Ask her what you hate today.
I pitched her the idea, and she was like, "Absolutely not." But we're gonna work on it.
We're all for it.
Remember Family Guy? Peter's what really grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears, Lois?
Yeah, exactly. He had a little segment on the news, like what grinds his gears. That's what we're gonna do. So, all right, love you guys. This has been another episode, Rona Review. Please like us, subscribe to us.
Fake records. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 4.